Shalom, shalom. We are the true Hebrew Israelites coming from Great Millstone, Indiana camp here in Gary. This is the brother Tazayar.
Good night.
All right, man. Coming to do the work and the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. First, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who are the true rulers and leaders of Israel. And shalom to the true and sincere Akim, preaching and teaching the truth, and the truth and sincerity. All right. So, yeah, man. Basically, me and a brother, we was going into some, spiritual conversation, man. It led us to like looking at our people, man, and different ideologies they're in, and realizing like, because the thing with Jake is, man, with Israel, they have faith, but they don't have faith according to the Lord, man. They don't understand, and that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to fill in the blank and connect the dots for them to have faith, but in the right way.
Because they're still blind, whether they know it or not.
That's right, brother.
This is Romans 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God. So the first verse it said, you know what I mean? My heart's desire to the prayer, my heart's desire and prayer of the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. And it says in the second verse, they have a zeal of God. You know what I mean? So this is leading up to them, you know what I mean, not following what the Most High truly wants them to do. They have a zeal of God. In the next verse it says, but not according to knowledge.
And what through that word zeal, I'm going to that word zeal. And that word zeal, it means properly heat, that is zeal, in a favorable sense, adore. In an unfavorable one, jealousy as of a husband, or an enemy, malice, emulation, envy, fervent mind, indignation, jealousy, zeal. So they got a fervent mind towards the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at our people, under the Christianity doctrine, they're actually right, man. When it comes to the faith that they have, but they're giving their faith to a power that they don't know. As to why Yahweh Shai said, ye know not who ye serve, but we know who we serve. Hey, we serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We serving the true rulers of the universe, everything. And they serving the idol.
Yep.
Because why? They don't have the knowledge.
So in this first verse, you know what I'm saying, it said that they might be saved. That's his concern. Is they're not going to be saved continuing the way that they are because they're not worshiping the true power. So that's pretty much the breakdown of the first and second verse.
And who else had the man set like that? Ezra. Ezra was praying for his people, man. Hey, even all the prophets literally prayed for their people, man.
See, because it's Salaki. You good. Salaki is Romans 10, verse 3 says, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness. So how can you serve God and be ignorant of his righteousness? You know what I mean? The Most High wouldn't have us to be ignorant, as he said. Here we go. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness. Alright, so they establish their own righteousness by continuing in their own ways and their own thoughts. And they choose a different idol. They choose an idol. They choose idolatry, You know what I mean? Instead of serving the Most High. Uh, and have not some. It says, and have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. All right. So they have not submitted to the Most High's righteousness. They worship God in a wrong manner. They're not doing it right. So why do it if you ain't doing it right? That defeats the purpose.
Because the Most High told us how to love him, man. He gave us guidelines as to how you can show that you love him. And if you got to know how to love a person, man. Hey, everybody got a different love language, right? Some people like affection. Some people like gifts. Some people like touch. Some people like whatever. Whatever it is you like. The Lord told us how to love him, man. And they don't submit into the way that he told them how to love him. They try to love the Lord in their own way.
Mm-hmm. Verse 4.
Nah, we're going to go to Timothy. Because that's going to go into something different. What was it, Timothy 3 and 5 you had?
Yeah, kind.
Because if you think about it, right, the brother we was talking and the brother spoke these two precepts, which sparked the spirit, to do these lessons, and 2 Timothy 3 and 5, he said, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. So they see us out there, man, teaching on the highways and the byways, rain, sleet, cold, don't matter. We doing the work. And instead of inquiring on how they should serve the Lord and how they should save their souls, they ride past, they mock. They don't give us the proper attention as prophets that's helping them to save their souls, man. So they turn away the godliness, the spirit, man.
Kind.
Because what they say in their hearts, that's not for me. So, like the brothers was going into in Romans, they have not submitted themselves, man. Because why? The Lord got guidelines and regulations, and they don't want to follow them.
Mm-hmm. So it said, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. All right, from such turn away because they're still confused. You know what I mean? They probably ain't gonna come up out of their ways. You know what I mean? That's not to say, all of them, because that's what we're trying to get our people out of, is that confusion. You know what I mean? But there is some that's gonna stay in it. You just can't talk to them. Okay. Verse 6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
And that's talking about men in the know, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's some men that know the words of the Most High, but once again, they make that decision to say, this ain't for me, really. They don't completely conform, you know, into the ways of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You got a precept, brother.
I'm trying to find one.
Yeah, cause when you serving the Lord, man, you gotta put off the old man. You know, you gotta Become renewed in the mind, man. Reconformed. You can't stay the same creature that you was before this truth, and then try to serve the Lord, because they gonna clash, man. Them two personalities within you is gonna crash, and either you gonna serve the flesh or you gonna serve the spirit. Kinda. I got you, brother. This is Ephesians chapter 4. That's the one you wanted.
Yeah, you can read that.
And we want to start at 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, nah. You could start at. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 22.
Come. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts.
Mm-hmm. So that's what he was just saying. You got to be renewed. So put off concerning the former conversation the old man. All right, it's about becoming a new man. All right, so it says the old man is corrupt. You know what I mean? By deceit and lust. All right, deceit is deception. So you're being deceived. You know what I mean? You can't worship the Most High with a bunch of lies. You know what I mean? Hey, our God is the God of truth, the God of life. He said he came to give us life, you know what I mean? And to give us life more abundantly. All right. And that's pretty much talking about the changing of your lifestyle into worshiping the Most High by following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible.
Come. Come. Because what do conversation mean, man? Conversation goes into behavior. So conduct. You know what I'm saying? So your conduct, your behavior, like people should look at you and see a difference when you become a new creature. They
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be able to say, "Oh man, you done grew. You done did a lot of growing. You're not the same as you once were. You done, you know what I'm saying, toned down, and or you done been reading, or something different about you. Like they don't necessarily know how to pinpoint it, but they know you're not the same person they used to know."
Right. You know what I mean? They see something better about you. You know what I mean? They see that a fruit that you got, a fruit of the spirit that you got somehow. You know what I mean? And they compare it with the old man, the old, you know what I mean, person you used to be. And you're like, they see a difference in you. You know what I mean?
Verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after the power is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Con.
So,
So
really,
it says be renewed in the spirit of your mind. All right, which is changing your mindset. Because if you think about righteous things, you're gonna do righteous things. You know what I mean? If you think about wicked things, that's what your mind is gonna be on. It's gonna be about wicked, carnal, worldly things. You know what I mean? So if you can't change your mindset, if you can't, you know what I mean? If you don't like change, so to speak, if you don't like being told something different other than what you're used to, you can't change. You can't be renewed. You can't be a worshiper of the Most High without that.
That's right. Yeah, because that goes into rebuke, man. You know, being able to accept rebuke with cheerfulness. Because, you know, your men, like the brother was going into earlier, men be in their own thought process. You know, they don't want to stop thinking the thoughts they want to think, you know, because they go about seeking their own righteousness. They don't they don't look at the broad spectrum, you know.
Hmm. They don't have a vision set on the future of what they could become in righteousness. You know what I mean? They only see the now. You know what I mean? Which is focusing on their desires. You know what I mean? Or things that they may want to accomplish in life. You know what I mean? But all these, little do they know, all these things are vanity. You know what I mean? What we're here to do is worship the Most High. That's it.
That's right, brother.
And that ye put on the new man, all right, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. It says, put on the new man, which is created in righteousness, true holiness. Con.
Guys, did you have any other scriptures?
Yeah. This is Colossians 3, verse 10. All right. And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge, after the image of him that created him. All right, so they're renewed with, it says they're renewed with the knowledge after the image of him that created him. All right, that's the Most High created that man. You know what I mean? After his image. So that's how you get the image of being like the Most High. You know what I mean? That's how you get renewed in his image. You know what I mean? By following after his righteousness. I mean, we know that, God made man in his image. You know what I mean? But to truly be, to truly have his image is to seek after righteousness. To truly know and understand the Most High, you have to seek after righteousness, not your own vain thoughts and opinions and things like that.
That's right. And they said according to his knowledge, man. So now we having this truth. We are no longer ignorant to the thought the ways of the Lord, man. See, because the matter of fact, that's Romans 11:5, right? You know, this is Romans 11. Hold on, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna just go to 7. I'm gonna go to the point. It says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So we obtained the correct way to serve the Most High, man. That's what we've obtained, man. We've obtained the the gifts the gifts of the Spirit. You know, that's pleasing unto the Heavenly Father. You know, to do His will, man. You know, each brother's gift differing one from another, but coming all together as one, man, with the same like mind, man, to serve.
Salakia, I wanted to get Colossians 3 verse 1.
Okay, I got you, brother. There you go.
We just read 10, but if ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. All right, set your affections on things above, not the things of the earth. For ye are dead, and in your life is hid with Christ in the Most High. All right, it says, when Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, all right, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh upon the children of disobedience.
Basically, that's another reason why, like, a lot of people don't want to come serve the Lord because, like the brother said, their mindsets are still in the world. They don't want to give up, the goodies of this place, man. They thinking about their careers and their lifestyle here versus looking afar off to understand prophecy. First and foremost, that the Lord is going to do away with this place, man. So there's nothing to hold on to here. More so, do what you can do so that the Lord can have mercy on you and your family, if you may have some, man, that you're praying for and the Lord, acknowledge.
Come. All right, in verse 7 it says, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. So that's talking about your old life. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, we know we're not perfect as men. And we know that we was once in darkness. We was once in our sins and disobedience. So, we just had a situation where a person asked us to do something that we once used to do, and we was telling them, you know what I mean, nah, we don't do that, you know what I mean? we can't do that, you know what I mean?
Right, we don't smoke, you know. And he was like, nah, you gonna smoke. But we like, nah, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because why? The Lord has made us strong. He's made our forehead hard against theirs, man. You're not going to get us to depart from the ways of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. It says,
if it be the Lord's will.
Verse 8, it says, but now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. You put off the old man with his deeds. That's what you got to do to be a servant of the Most High. All right, so what would it be like if we just listened to what he said and been like, all right, let's do it. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be servants. We wouldn't be servants of the Most High if we were doing that. It's about being different than what you once were. It's about change. It's not about just simply, well, I believe in God, so I'm saved. That's not it. You know?
That's right.
Okay.
So, do you have anything else?
That's it.
Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, glory, worship, and honor to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who are the true rulers and leaders of Israel, and shalom to the true and sincere Akim, preaching and teaching His truth and truth and sincerity. And with that, man, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
Abba Ball.
Baba Ball.